Joining us now to dig deeper is Niall Stanage, White House columnist with our partners at The Hill. Niall, thanks so much for being here. So you just heard Kelly's reporting there. Many questioning Biden's age, his disapproval rating higher than his approval rating now, and many Americans also citing inflation as a major concern as well. So while we know he isn't a shoo-in for a second term now, do you think Joe Biden will face more of an uphill battle than maybe even he anticipated?
Yes, I think he will, and I think there are a few reasons for that. One is, you mentioned inflation there, Kelly. The public so far has proven not persuadable that the president has done a decent job, despite the fact that inflation is now just above 3%, having peaked at 9%, and the fact that the president talks a lot about his job creation record. But the age question is critical here, and the thing that we're all trying to see is his age a disqualifying factor, even for a small number of voters in the centre ground? Are there even a small number of voters who would have voted for 61-year-old Joe Biden who won't vote for 81-year-old Joe Biden? If that's the case, that could have very dramatic consequences.
Certainly. So our exclusive NewsNation Decision Desk poll also found a majority of respondents favor a primary challenger for President Biden, but they can't agree on who that should be. So how do you see this one playing out, Niall?
I don't envision there'll be any more challengers from within his own party to President Biden. But I do think those findings are interesting because they point to a dynamic that applies whether it's a primary challenge or the idea of a third-party run. You say to voters, would you like an alternative, without naming who that person is? And the numbers are sky high. Then you get down to brass tacks and say, well, what about this person or that person? And those formerly high numbers fall off a cliff. Joe Manchin and Bernie Sanders are the two most highest-ranking choices in our poll, and those are two people who don't agree on almost anything. So that points to the difficulty there.
So one other observation now, over the holiday weekend, President Biden came out stronger than we've seen him in the past, going on the offensive against his predecessor. Here's the clip.
It wasn't that long ago we were losing jobs in this country. In fact, the guy who held this job before me was just one of two presidents in history. He was one of, but here's an important point, one of two presidents who left office with fewer jobs in America than when he got elected office.
So you heard some booing there. Now, do you believe this will be an effective strategy for the president?
Well, first of all, I took the booing to be booing of former President Trump rather than President Biden. But look, I think that it's one of the main strategies that the current president can use. He is only challenged in a kind of marginal way within the Democratic Party, while the Republicans are fighting it out. Therefore, he has time and resources to try to define the Republicans as unacceptable. And obviously, he is putting the most effort there into defining former President Trump as unacceptable. And he has ammunition to work with there because the former president is less popular with the public at large than many of his other rivals for the GOP nomination.
All right. And those time and resources matter. Niall Stanage, thank you as always.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.